Welcome back to another First Impressions, where I fresh crack a new bottle and give you my first impressions. This one features Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon. Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon is a bourbon finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks, blended by the Master Blender Nancy Fraley. This is batch 328. It is 56.56% alcohol. I've had this guy for a long time. I picked it up in New York way back in October for around $170. This guy, unfortunately, is subject to the secondary market, but $170 is a great price. Now, let us hear that amazing sound of a fresh cracked bottle, shall we? Ooh, that never gets old, does it? No, it does not. And in fact, I am going to pour this out into my new Whiskey Legends Glencairn. How cool is that? Oh yeah. Off the bat, beautiful color, amazing amber gold, just awesome. I'm hoping this thing is as syrupy as it sounds based on the finishing, so let's find out. That is syrupy and fruity, very thick on the nose, a little bit of ethanol bite, but again, we just popped it. A lot of dark red fruits, plum skins, raspberries, cherries, some apples. I'm getting nice rich chocolate here. And by the way, this is made to enjoy with cigars. So we'll be doing that later for sure. The Armagnac, cognac, and sherry casks are bringing a lot of dark red fruits here with a touch of sweetness. I'm curious what the palate's gonna bring, so let's find out. Wow. Really, really viscous. Really thick mouthfeel. Coats everywhere. That's a chewy whiskey. It is almost like it's a solid. My goodness. A lot of butterscotch, toffee, a little more appley orchard mixed in with some of those really ripe plum, raisins. There's some dashes of that caramel. Really oak spicy. I'm not sure how old this is, but if I can find out, I will put it on the screen for you right here. My goodness, this thing is butterscotchy, just buttery, as well as like the mouthfeel, man. It is good. These legs are sticking around that glass forever. This is a really, really good bourbon. One of the better ones I've had lately. My goodness, that is fantastic. But you know, this is supposed to be enjoy with a cigar. Let's go outside. Oops. All right, I'm outside. Got a cigar. It's a CAO Robusto Connecticut wrapper. Let's cut it. I'm a V-cut guy, so bing, bing. There we go. Give it a little toast with the blowtorch. Toast that bad boy up just a bit. Let's get her going. Mm-hmm. And there we go. Now, if you haven't had a cigar before, really dries out your mouth. A lot of harsh flavors sometimes. You don't really get to those nicer flavors. You got like the second third of the cigar. There's always there's 3/3 of a cigar. Front, middle, and the end. And is a bit harsh, but that middle is always really nice. So when they make these cigar blend bourbons, they really want you to get something really sweet and rich to kind of counteract what the cigar gives you. So that's why we've got the Armagnac, the cognac, and the sherry in the Magnus Cigar Blend. Let's take another drag on this bad boy. Take another sip of the Magnus Cigar Blend.
That's really nice. Now, I'm not just saying it just because, oh, hey, it's Cigar Blend. There's not a lot of whiskeys that I can drink while enjoying a cigar. You're not going to have a peated Isla here. You're not going to have some insanely high ABV rye because it's too much of the same. You want to have a contrast here with the cigar. So I would say, if you don't want to spend all that money on the Cigar Magnus bourbon, which is like $170, a French oak bourbon is fine. Penelope Architect will get the job done for sure. If you want a super sweet thing and you have a Rio, go for that. Maker's Mark 46 cask strength, that might be around 55% alcohol, nothing crazy. This one's 56, so it's nothing wild. But again, find a sweeter bourbon. And if you like Scotch, the Dalmore Cigar Malt Reserve, which is again kind of in that 140 plus range, even though it's a no age statement, they do use older sherry casks in that. That one's also pretty solid. I haven't experimented enough with the Scotches to decide which ones I like better with cigars. However, for the first impressions here, this is a magnificent bourbon. You can enjoy it without a cigar or with a cigar. It doesn't really matter. It was great for me when I didn't have the cigar, but it's great utility when I can just smoke a cigar and have something really nice, fruity and sweet and rich to just kind of get some of that harshness that the cigar gives you. And dude, this is just fantastic. So I'm gonna take one more big draw here. Hope those rings showed up on camera because that was cool. There you go. First impressions of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend Bourbon, batch 326. Very, very good. I don't know what the other batches taste like, but this thing is awesome. Nancy Fraley knows what she's doing, and she has been trying to get this thing back to what she calls a return to form. And the earlier cigar blends of this thing have been like legendary, and I think it got kind of lost, some of these middle ones, but further down the line that she's saying these are going to be really, really good. So look out for a Magnus Cigar Blend. Don't spend $300 secondary for it, but this is an excellent bourbon with cigar or without. It doesn't matter. If you like these first impressions video, please give me a like, comment down below. I love the engagement. Chat about anything you want to in the comments. How dumb I am looking when I smoke a cigar or blow circles, or what your favorite cigar bourbon is, or even Scotch is. Please, would love to know. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do so. It is one of the best ways to support me, and you get to watch this dummy drink whiskey every week and play games on the weekend. So think about it. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time.